building wealth is something that I want to help people do through real estate.
Right.
And it doesn't have to just be a home. I mean, you could start with land.
Yeah.
You could start with land first.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe your plan is, okay, I'm going to pay this land off in, a couple of years or what have you.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to build a home on that land.
Right.
Or maybe you want to build multi-residential, like maybe a complex of 8 apartment buildings or what have you. But you can start with the land first.
Yeah.
But if the whole concept though is to build wealth, and wealth is not just in green money.
Right.
Wealth is in assets.
Yes.
And cars. People think assets are like, cars, like what you're talking about, but that's not really the type of asset that you can build wealth.
Right. Exactly.
With, right? Because it depreciates, like you said, it value.
Yeah.
Your wealth building assets are going to be the things that appreciate in value.
Right.
But
you got to think a car is really easy to obtain. I done been at my credit union for 6 years. I just called my credit union. I want to buy this car.
Mm-hmm.
They look how much it is. They write the check to the people. My grandfather had built his house back in the 70s, 60s. My mom, they got a modular home, when they started coming to their careers and stuff. So, I had a little bit understanding about how the process worked of buying a house.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have people that they're like, Desiree, I've been living, like my parents have been in an apartment and they just been there like all their lives. So now you got to get them to understand, like, okay, if you desire to have a home, these are the things that you have to do. So it's not as easy as going to the bank saying, oh, I'm going to buy this $10,000 car. Boom,
Right.
You got it tomorrow. So you may have to work on credit, or you may need to, some cases I've seen people where their career had to shift. Like I've had people who may have, started out, it could have been a couple situations, started out with both of their incomes, got a home. Some reason that, that separation or something happened, and then have an individual who needs to get their name off a mortgage, and the person who lives in the house doesn't have enough income to refinance it on their own.
Right. Yeah.
So these are all the conversations we can have, because it's just like, it's a process. We use journey a lot because it is a journey.
Mm-hmm.
Things like, obtaining a building, real estate, it's not like buying a car. Right. So we have to kind of restructure the understanding, like, okay, this is a process we can do. I've had people right now I've been working with over a year, and it's just keeping them on track, because people do get discouraged. Life be life, and you're like, well, I don't need to get that house right now. And I'm thinking, well, if you don't get in 2025 and just say you wait to 2028, that 300 or 250 house, do you think it's going to be 250 in 20? And I've had relatives who have like personal relationships with people, and I've been on the calls and they've told them, look, you need to go to your manager and tell them you need a raise.
Yeah. I mean, those are things, and people just don't.
And it's not being rude. It's just, this is just reality.
Yeah. They think they think it's something that they can't do.
Right.
Number one, it's like, oh, I can't go ask for a raise. Sure you can.
Yeah. You've been on your job for just say 8 years. Yes, you can.
The worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to say no.
Right.
Or they may come back and say, I can't give you a raise right now, but in 6 months I can give you a raise.
Right.
As long as there's trust there, and that they're going to do what they say they're going to do, then we just factor that into our plan.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't get a house right now, but in 6, what kind of benefits do that bring? You can be saving more money for your down payment, due diligence, and all.